Hey there everyone, my name is Monkey Shop from the Guys Who Play Games, back with some more Donkey Kong Country 2. The thing where I play all the game and I get everything, and there's a percentage at the end, and it's cute because it's based on which game it is. There's a 2. Alright, so the very first thing we're going to do today is absolutely nothing. Yep, we're just going to sit here. You can see a cloak up there. If you hang out here long enough, it throws bananas at you. The sprite's backwards too, which is kind of funny. Hang out here long enough, it throws a chest. Wow, isn't that great? Now I'm just gonna hang out some more. And he throws us another chest, and then he flies to the left, signifying he's finally done. And we've already got 2 lives. Oh look, it's another cloak. Hang out here. Oh look, a nice pair of bananas again. So you can kind of see, like, almost every cloak in the game, if you hang around long enough, they do something. It's kind of, they're a very fun enemy, I guess, in that regard. But yeah, if you haven't noticed already, the gimmick of this level, these ropes that kind of just fade in and out of reality. And obviously, if you're on the rope when they fade out, that's usually not good. You want to jump before that happens. Dude, these forest levels are so, like, I don't know, just look at them, man. They just look so cool. Oh, I guess we got spoiled there. So yeah, if you hang out in this spot and kind of look back, you can see the DK going just underneath. It's probably one of the sillier locations. It's just underneath the ground. Yeah. Each ghost rope is different. There's like a bunch of different types. And which ones they are makes them, you know, like certain ones last longer. Some of them are gone in like a couple seconds. And sometimes you've got, like, this is straight out of the first game. Like just a banana marking a secret wall. Except the first game never uses bananas. It's just random walls. I mean, they're not random because obviously it's like, never mind, I'm talking. Let's throw a chest at this red bee, obviously. That's the most important thing of the day. And in fact, we're even going to do it fancy by throwing it up like this. Oh. Okay. That's unfortunate. That's kind of funny. So the bee went in front of the coin, but he wasn't in front of the numbers. So it's like, funny how that works. So this guy spawns a Pokemon, he hangs out for long, but we can kill him before he spawns it. Why? I don't know. Just felt like it. Kaboom! Anyways, we got some fast ghost ropes here. You want to kind of speed through this. Oh, and I think, is this the first time we've seen this enemy? This is a clobber, but he's a TNT barrel. So when he hits you, he blows up. Which technically makes him a lot more fragile than pretty much every other enemy in the game. But, oh, I can't reset? Dang. I thought maybe we could reset a team up. This is actually kind of a tricky bonus room to get. But yeah, clobbers, the TNT ones, I think they're called Kaboom. They'll run into you. Even though they blow up when they hit you, they are pretty, like, difficult enemies to deal with just because they're extremely fast. Like, compared to everything else, like, they're fast and they chase you down. If they hit you, kaboom, you get hurt. But yeah, that ghost rope can be pretty tricky. You want to basically just run and jump at it as soon as it appears so that you can have the time to jump off, because otherwise you're not going to make it. And Barrel takes us to Pain Town, except it's pain for him. Oh crap. I want to use this guy, so let's go ahead and do this. Oops. Well, but how, I forgot how you do this. I'm trying to think of something. It's like, I think like if you run, let's try this. I don't know what I was thinking of. I wanted to throw it at a bee, but it killed me. Good thing we got the midpoint, so it's no big deal. Oh well. That was probably the dumbest way I've probably died in this game, and I apologize. I don't know. I just wanted to do that. I don't know what I was thinking of, but that's, you know, that's what happened. I mean, if you kind of ignore everything and just kind of run, you can see that it's very fast. Like, I'm already back here. Barely finished my sentence. That's why you want to be careful. You can definitely get that B from below with like a good toss, but whatever. Anyways, this little loop here, there's an invisible G for some reason. As if it wasn't obvious there was something there. Whew. This guy's gonna throw one barrel and then flies off as like, good job. Got his day's pay. You know, he really accomplished his goal of throwing a balloon at a barrel at me. I think there's a... One of the ends of these levels, there's a green balloon, but I always forget what it was. I think it's actually Web Woods, like the last one you'll see that has it, but that's later. Let me just go ahead and eat these chips. Oh. Yeah, fourth though. I shouldn't talk a mouthful. But yeah, you can see that even this late in the game, we're already still getting like new stuff. Like this is like a haunted forest archetype, and this level's called Haunted Hall. You can kind of see in the background, it's like kind of going into like a weird looking building. And indeed, it's got like a unique looking background and everything. Double bananas over here. I mean, it's got a unique background and unique music, but it's just, you know, it's still just using the railroad theme because... What happened there? Oh, I know what happened. I'm just dying in, like, the dumbest ways this episode. I don't know what's wrong with me. Like, I went through, like, almost... I, like, barely died at all in the game, and I've died just doing dumb stuff. Roll down there, and you get a coin. Anyways, this is basically, like, you jump like in Rickety Race, but you can't control your speed at all. This one's just predetermined. So this one's actually like a bit of like a platforming challenge instead of just racing really fast. And if you can't tell, the gimmick here, we got a ghost here. He's a bit spooky. So you want to jump up here and then jump above again. You know, because, you know, where else would you put a bonus but on top of another bonus? Ho ho! This bonus is actually kind of cute. I guess I'll put it like that. So you kind of just run forward. You can see the coin spawn at the very start, and then when you get to this plus value, remember this, you hit it, and it flips your direction. And then you just kind of have to do this weird backwards jumping thing. You jump, hit the coin, you back out of the bonus room, and obviously that means you back out of this bonus room and into the next bonus. Which is kind of a cool little, like, detail, I think. And this bonus, I believe, is just, yeah, you collect the coins, but this one's pretty funny because... There's way more coins than you need to collect because obviously it'd be kind of hard to collect them with all the... Given that you can't, like, move, or I guess control yourself. So you can see I'm, like, still collecting stuff. Anyways, and it's a good idea to get those bonuses even if you've already done them because the jumps below, I think I've mentioned this in other things, but those jumps are, like, some of the hardest jumps in the entire game. Like, they will mess you up because the cart moves... slower than you think, and it has a bigger hitbox than you might think, so trying to jump over the wasps can be pretty tricky. But otherwise, just like every minecart level, it's very straightforward. You basically just jump. I mean, that's all there is to it. You just jump with good timing. What else is there to do? But yeah, you can see like the minecart is actually affected by the train. Like when it goes up, you actually slow down, and you don't speed up when you go back to normal ground. You actually keep the speed. That's why when you go down, sometimes, like, certain jumps are actually trickier because of that. Like, that's why this jump right here, if you don't get this bonus from the bees up there, are insanely precise jumps because you go all the way up that thing, and then you're moving, like, actually, like, pretty slow, and you have to, like, jump over with, like, precision timing. But yeah, this bonus room is the minecart moves really fast. You get it with like 1 second. And then if you're a smartass like me, you press the jump button like 1 or 2 frames before you collect the coin, and then for some reason it makes it so that your cart jumps constantly without your input. But yeah, I haven't talked about the gimmick at all, because I mean this is a pretty fast-paced level, honestly. Like, if you couldn't tell, plus barrels give you more time, minus barrels give you less time. If your time runs out, this ghost here named Cackle, he's you know, he doesn't like you, so he gives you a big slap. And by a slap, I mean he touches you and laughs maniacally. He actually has a sick laugh. I'm actually gonna show it off right after this. So yeah, you notice we didn't get the DK coin. We get to the end here. Where could the DK coin be? It's a mystery for the ages. Gee, I wonder if it's under here. Like, come on. Anyways, let's get this coin because I'm not as many coins in this world. Not like last world. Last world was like we drowned in them. Not as many in this world. Although the theme continues that there is still some hidden stuff in the boss level, so it's not usually a big issue. But yeah, I'm gonna quickly just show this off. So once again, let's get this coin. I'm farming coins, don't you know? I'm the worst. How am I supposed to show that you don't have to grind in this game? Anyways, let's just go ahead and just, like, not... Can this first cackle hurt you? I'm, like, pretty sure you can. Oh. God, that's a great laugh. Let's see if I can make these jumps, actually. Yeah, these ones aren't that hard because you're moving fast. It's the next ones where you're moving slow that mess you up. Should I go to Cranky? Let's see if I have enough money for everything. For just $5, you can buy my memoirs. What a dynamic and exciting life I've led. Go ahead. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I need 6. So I actually can buy everything. So let's just go over these tips. Okay, Ghostly Grove. Things are starting to look up in this level. He's basically, yeah, hinting at the ghost. Parachute Panic. Though I think we're doing that level eventually. Not next, but the one after. Here's a tip. The door is by the clamp on, and so is the crate. We'll see that one. Pretty obvious one. Finishing this level is cause for celebration. By all means, go over the top. I know what that one's referencing, but it's kind of interesting that it's referencing that, of all things, because it's not really, like... whatever. I just think it's interesting that it's not... They don't necessarily just hint at bonus rooms, they hint at just random secrets that are, like, just items. Haunted Hall. When you find one, there may be 2. In other words, the bonus room. I guess technically... No, just the bonus room. Parachute Panic. To the left of the letter O is where you should go. So, we'll see that too eventually. And Ghostly Grove. K.Rool is no fool. He's got 2 big gloons watching his horde near halfway. Like... I just want you to think about the fact that you have to pay 3 coins for a tip that basically tells you, you know that banana that's by the wall next to the crate? Yeah, you should break that. Like, it's weird that, like, one of the tips is, like, a really obscure hidden wall, and then the other one is there's a banana by it. How would you ever not know that's there? But, you know, whatever. Anyways, to the start of this level, you notice it kind of starts us a little forward here. If you look to the left here, there's a banana up there. Don't have a Kong yet, but you should get one in just a second. So if you couldn't tell by the name Gusty Glade, it's all about this wind that's in the background. But yeah. Toss your little buddy up there. And you want to jump when you do it because you don't throw high enough, unfortunately. Actually, did he throw high enough? Because I know that they throw slightly differently. Let's see. Huh! Diddy does in fact get high enough. That's interesting. So yeah, you get a coin here and our good old buddy, Rattly the Snake. Rattly makes this level, once again, I mean, I've said this before, I just love controlling Rattly. Rattly's really fun. But yeah, with the wind, you just kind of... Wind is basically just constantly pushing or pulling. And unlike in some games, it is not random, it is completely preset based on where you are in the level. So you don't have to worry about getting killed by RNG. Basically, it's like that so you can actually have fun with the wind and make use of it instead of it just being like hardy har, you know? And with Rattly, you can showcase that no, you do not get extra lives for jumping on 8 enemies in this game, unfortunately. That is not a thing in this game. Which is a little sad, but what are you gonna do? It was always kind of a weird thing. You can barely do it in the first game anyways. I think that's like pretty much the only spot you can naturally do it in this game too. So this spot, you can see there's an A there, so you want to charge up a super jump. You can make this without it, and I usually do that, but I want to showcase that while you're charging it, you even go really slow. But yeah, you charge up and then you move forward, and eventually the wind blows you. Not like that, no, not in a sexual way, of course. It blows you in a physical way by hurting your feelings, and then I get hurt because I'm an idiot and didn't jump. I'm trying to be a smartass way too often, trying to do dumb stuff. That's kind of my shtick, except I don't usually do that when I'm on film, because that makes me look like an idiot. You can actually make this, I think, without even, like, jumping off any of the dragonflies, but it doesn't matter. Anyways, you jump off Rattly, you get a nice triple balloon, because he's, I guess, because he's, I wouldn't say he's well hidden, but it can be a little tricky to actually get him to that sign. Jump off his cannon. You got a hook here, blow, 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 suck, suck, suck. Get the letter. Oh no. I've made a terrible mistake actually, but thankfully you can rectify this mistake because there should still be this guy over here. That's good. So you want to throw this cannonball up here. Now this cannonball's up here, because normally you have to throw it at these guys, but I messed up and hit the DK barrel. So yeah, you want to keep this cannonball obviously because you toss into the cannon. In case you couldn't tell at this point of the game, cannonballs mean cannon. Anyways, this is the longest bonus room in the entire game, just kind of here. Basically, you just have to slowly blast back and forth with these, with this rotating barrel cannon. The funny thing is, if you really look at it, this bonus game isn't even that long. But for some reason, I don't know why, they give you a whopping 40 seconds to do this. Like, I used 20 seconds. Like, they could give you 30 seconds if they wanted to make it tricky, but they're weirdly forgiving a lot of the time with the bonus rooms. And then sometimes they give you like 2 seconds to do something, and it's like, I don't know. Not usually, there's only a couple that are like that, but it is funny how that's like that. Anyways, this guy starts shooting, so I'm gonna... I don't know why I switched to Dixie, I guess it's just something I just thought to do. So, you can see this DK barrel down here. You actually wanna, if you want an extra coin, roll down here. I think you can make this jump from the other side, but don't quote me on that. The wind might be blowing a bit too fast for that. So you shoot out when the wind's blowing, and if you shoot out with good, with the wind's blowing the right way, you go. So there's a cannon here that is shooting to the right. One of the very few ones in the whole game. I think it's the only one of 2. And this guy, I don't think he really helps with anything, but he does signal that we're going to be going pretty far right. So what I always recommend doing is just flying over here with Dixie. It's a lot easier to fly over there with Dixie instead of jumping off the cannon. What you're supposed to do is jump off of him to get the DK coin, or jump off his barrel to get the DK coin, but like, it's so much easier to just fly there with Dixie. And you got a weird section here where you actually don't want the wind, because the wind will blow you too far, and it's much harder to control. So you just want to shoot when the wind's not blowing. Blast to this cannon. Let's see if I can time this banana. Ugh, just barely. Whew. Yeah, you can see, like I said, new levels. Levels are fun, like cool wind gimmicks that don't suck. Can you imagine that? I know a certain person that hates wind. I don't know if he hates the wind in this game. I love the wind in this game because it's not just an obstacle. It's actually like helps make some pretty cool jumps. Anyways, we'll go to Kong College, see if Wrinkly has any tips for us. Secret passages. In other words, yes, breakable walls. Hasn't she mentioned this already? I don't know if she has, but whatever. Each level has between 1 to 3 of these. Complete all the bonuses on a level to gain... Oh. I actually didn't know that. So, you get a percentage from the bonus, not the actual... Right. It's weird how it works. I think some of the percentage is based on the coins, and some of the percentage is based on just getting everything in a level. Because... if you don't know, there's a cheat code in-game that lets you get every coin instantly, and but you still get percentage points for getting the coins in the levels, I think? I might actually be wrong about that, I'm not sure. Because it's weird how the cheat code works, because it gives you 75 Creme coins, but you can still get more Creme coins, because the Creme coins in the levels are still, like, proper collectibles. You still get more. You can't have more than 75, but if you spend them before getting them, you do go back up. So with the cheat code, you can officially have 75 coins. It's weird how it works, but whatever. Jump on the different colored mini neckies to gain the necessary objects to fight the Ghost of Crow. So yeah, that's kind of a spoiler actually. But if you couldn't tell by that nest up there in the top left, the boss is just Crow, but we killed him, so it's his ghost. Fun, kind of grim now that I think about it. We kill his ghost, so he's just dead forever. Funny how that works. I mean, you can jump down here, but if you fly down with your Dixie, it's a lot easier to react to this DK coin right at the start of the level, which I always thought was kind of funny. It's kind of one of those DK coins that's like, it's kind of hard to get. It's really hard to get if you don't know it's there, because you pretty much, like, if you roll jump and have really good reaction time, you can get it. But, like, it's literally at the start of the level, so, like, whatever. If you miss it, you just go back. So, yeah, the gimmick of this level, it's a B-high level where it's one of the very few levels where you go straight down the whole time. And we're riding this parrot named Quox. Not Squawks, it's his buddy Quack. Oh my god. You remember that tip we got where we're supposed to break the wall here? Well, apparently I completely forgot and just killed the bee. Okay, whatever. We're riding Quox. I'll show that off after. This is good because we actually skip a somewhat lengthy segment by getting that breakable wall, so we'll just ride Quox now. So Quox is basically the same as Squawks, except you cannot, what's the term? You can't fly with him. You just, it's basically Squawks, but you can't shoot coconuts, and pressing the jump button doesn't do anything. So you can still like press A to slowly float down, or you can press up to slowly float down. You can press down to speed up. And I'm gonna show off a little funny interaction here. Interestingly enough, when it hits the corner of the wall like that, it doesn't actually break. The DK bell won't break. It'll actually fall down with no momentum, which I always thought was interesting. Because normally it breaks on walls, but sometimes when it hits certain walls, it doesn't. It's kind of weird how it works. Oh, actually, I can still get this. I took a hit for it, but it was worth it because coins are more valuable than my friend's life. You know what they say, money is better than friendship, right? Anyways, from here, you want to say screw that arrow and those bees. By the way, this is something that some people get stuck on. Same thing as every other animal buddy, just press X to get off. Which is actually kind of funny because you can't actually get off of normal Squawks. Normal Squawks is actually a lot more like a transformation barrel than a normal animal buddy. Which, funny enough, here he is. We get Squawks here, but like, I mean, just fly up. And then we get to see a rare instance of Squawks and Quawks in the same level. Look at them. But yeah, if you can't tell, I'm mashing the X button here, can't get off. One of those rare instances too where there's a sign here. I think it's facing a different direction than normal, but maybe it's not. I don't know. And when you hit it, the banana appears on the other side. Ow! Bit my tongue. So here's a funny thing about this level. If you have Dixie, you can actually just get off and float down with her. And this is actually significantly easier, I think, because you can't control your speed, but your hitbox is a lot smaller. So it's a lot easier. Of course, the downside is, once again, if that's not obvious, is that if you do this and like get hit, then, you know, Diddy doesn't like that. He can't exactly fly. Anyways, we'll get Diddy, and we'll just kind of keep on going. And yeah, if you this level can actually be kind of tricky if you're not used to precision movement like that. Just remember, the up button, it's your friend. You always want to be pressing up if you're having trouble getting, like, squeezing by like a tight spot. Always a good idea. I like the cute little detail that when you reach the end point of where Quawks will take you, he like does a little cough sound like he's spitting an egg. And so yeah, we'll climb up here. Get to our next bonus game. I think this is another instance of Squawk's bonus game. It's kind of fitting that a room all about, like a level all about parrots in a beehive has bonus games all about a parrot in a beehive. Although this parrot can shoot eggs for some reason. Yeah, the sign was reversed. I never noticed that actually. It's funny how I noticed that only now on this Let's Play. But yeah, funny thing is that when you get to the sign, he gives you a TNT barrel and then you just throw at the last dude. I missed the O? Where did I miss the O? Am I crazy? I'm gonna... Maybe I'll cut to me finding the O later on, but for now we're just gonna rush through. So yeah, gets real tricky here. You want to definitely be pressing that up button, always. And we get this little thing here where if you cut across, you get a thing, which I definitely want. Those boings. Banana coins, I should just call them boings. Great. It's pretty funny. Remember that Squawks' hitbox is pretty accurate. He is a little back heavy, I've always said. So like his hitbox is a little higher than his back. It's not quite as square, I don't think, or anything like that. Like it's more complicated than that, but it's weird. He's just got a bit of a square head, I guess. Anyways, yeah, jump over to this thing. You get another banana. We get to shoot way up, which is always fun. You get another rocks. I'm just like Freudian, not even Freudian slipping, but like just, I can't talk sometimes. And by sometimes I mean now. What is wrong with me? Whatever, just flap through. You get dropped from one Quawks into the other. Why are these Quawks here? I never understood this though. It's kind of weird when you think about it. Like they're just here. Yeah, that's a real tricky one. That is honestly probably the hardest part of the whole level right there. Anyways, yeah, you want to basically wait till the bees go. Get the G, even though it doesn't matter. And these bees double up. And then these bees double up even faster, so you want to wait and then jump down. Woo! And this is the end of the level. So there's no easy way to get to this thing, but if you see, you can see a little banana there. So obviously, there's a hook. Because why wouldn't there be a hook? I'm actually going to get the extra life here just because Like, no offense, but I feel like I've been dying so much and doing dumb stuff. Like, jeez, man. I'm a little disappointed I got hit because this level's hard and I wanted to see if I could do it without getting hit, but whatever. It's no big deal. I guess I'll quickly pay for Funky and I will cut back to the room. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. I'll show off the room and the letter O that I missed. So see you guys in just a hot second. Alright, so we're back. So this time, for an idiot like me, you can even tell because this clamp-on kind of clips into the wall a little bit and has a shadow, which does signify that this wall is breakable. Which probably isn't intended, but that's just how the game works. So you can walk into this wall and you get a cute little rare symbol here made of bananas. I always thought this was funny. This also lets you skip the whole next squawk section, or squawks, I mean... I'm not even sure if it's ever actually been officially named. I'm pretty sure the name Quawks comes from one of the Swanky's quizzes, and some people I know were just like, yeah, that's his name, good enough. Get the letter K from this, and there's the banana coin. I don't remember where the O is. I don't know how I missed that. Is this... Oh... Maybe? Like I'm saying O. Where was the O? There's the banana coin there. I don't actually remember where the O is. Let's see. Maybe it's just... Oh, right! Yeah, it's here. If you get that bonus, you can't actually get the O. Which is kind of silly, actually. But, you know, whatever. So... I guess let's do Swanky's quiz while we're here. Because we have enough money, right? We have just enough. So if I mess up, you know, not good. Lockjaw's Loot, Haunted Hall, and Gibbon Game. What does Gibbon mean? I don't know that word. What's the name of this area of the island? Gloomy Gulch. How many wasps did you... Giant wasp break up into? I think 5. Not 3. It's more than 3, less than 7, so it's 75. I actually thought it was 4, but 4 wasn't there, so... What's the name of that trendy surfing Kong? It's obviously Chunky. Wow. That's an early bird name. Chunky didn't even exist at this point. That's pretty funny, actually. I actually like the interesting thing where the games are all named in similar ways. Like, the second name is always based on the area that you're in. The first name is usually an enemy, and then the third name is, like, some weird thing, I don't know. Haunted Hall. What is the name of the forest level with the blowing wind in it? Gusty Glade. On the Kremling Island map, how many small wasps hover near the wasp hives? I actually forget. I think it's 2. No! I was wrong! It's 3! I'm ashamed. Well, I'm gonna do Gibbon Game. Which of these is not the name of an area of the island that you have played? Crocodile Canyon. What is your swordfish buddy's name? On guard. How many world map globes are there on the shelves in Kong College? Oh my god. 2. Thank god, because I knew it was... Like, I knew there was 1. I wasn't sure if there was more than 1, but I figured... I'm pretty sure in the past I've been like 1 and got it wrong. So yeah, that's a little disappointing. I've gotten a question wrong. That sucks. That was kind of an obscure question, though. Like, how many wasps? Except not at all, but for some reason I forgot. I should have known it was 3. I don't know why. Whatever. Webwoods, whatever. So, I think this is the only case. No, there's one other case, but this is the only case in the main game where every single type of a level is only in one world. There's usually 2 in one world, and then, like, in, like, the main world that's based on, and then 1 that kind of just randomly somewhere else. But in this instance, every forest level is in the forest world. The haunted forest world. So this is our first time seeing a green cutlass, I believe. If you didn't notice, green cutlasses will actually take their swords out right away, so it's much harder to actually hit them. Because they'll normally, you know, take the sword out of the ground much faster than the other ones. Although, interesting thing about them is that if you hang out right next to them, then when they put their swords on the ground again, they'll actually do normal time. But it can be actually kind of tricky to do that, and it's not really worth it. So, you can kind of see there's a thing here, and you can see that there's a chest up here. But, that's not how you're actually supposed to get it, so I'm going to show you how you're actually supposed to get it, if you didn't know. Which, I mean, doesn't really help, because, I mean, you should probably have both Kongs, and, like, if you don't have both Kongs, you can't really traditionally get this. But what you're supposed to do, basically, is... Oh. You know what? Fuck it. You can jump out that TNT guy if you're Kongless, if you only have the 1 Kong, but you can also just go for that barrel up there and get a nice green life. Which is really nice. And now, unlike other levels in the past, this one's named Web Woods, and we're actually playing a Squitter right away. Actually, now I think about it, I think Ramby's the only one that's like that. And I guess technically Squawks, but that's like not a barrel Squawks. It's weird. Funny how that is, huh? But yeah, Squid, if you like Squitter, here's your level. I shot too many webs and then jumped down and couldn't shoot too many webs. Couldn't shoot any webs because I already shot them all and didn't have any more to shoot. Because you can only shoot so many at a time. You can have, I believe, 2 on screen at a time. It's a little tricky. But yeah, this level is, there's a lot of open ground in this level. Because you want to use the webs. You can drop right down here from this first big platform. But yeah, lots of open, like, pits. You want to use the webbing. Whoop! Wow, what is wrong with me? You can shoot that guy's hook, or you can just not jump and shoot it up like that. But for some reason, I guess all of a sudden, I guess the levels are actually getting a little challenging, and I'm, like, honestly, it can be hard to talk and play at the same time if you don't know. Also, this is one of those weird cases where the midpoint is actually really early on in the level. Like, we're definitely not halfway through the level yet. Not even close. Well, maybe close, but still. What the? Was I double tapping? I swear I wasn't. That was weird. Whatever. It's interesting to, if you want to, try to challenge yourself to try to get through this level using as few webs as possible. It can be a little hard because, you know, sometimes it can be hard to judge just how far you can actually jump. But yeah, this part's pretty funny. You can just preemptively shoot webs. And then the next get hurt before they can even, like, come on screen. Anything down here? I don't think so. No. If there was anything down there, the camera would scroll. But yeah, if you just shoot from down there, like, really. This guy, I always thought this first cannon was so funny because he's so high up that it's like, there's no way you'd ever get hit by him. Like, you have so much time to react. And even the second one is like, just shoot away from down here. Like, it's basically just an obstacle. Oh, by the way, careful of this jump. Sometimes I see people do this all the time. That's a ceiling. That's the top of the level. So if you try to jump past it, you'll actually hit the ceiling and just fall. And you can make it from there, but if you're not, like, prepared for it, you'll usually fall and die. And it's not good. I think from this point on, we get a big, huge gap. We get this interesting banana arrow here that points to the left, making you think, huh, I don't know, but I was just to the left, you know, like, what's with that, you know, that's weird. Whatever could that mean? Whoa, I accidentally pressed the direction there. So you get over here, and there's this cannon, and he shoots out this slow cannonball, and you might think, well, that's worthless. But as it turns out, if you follow this cannonball all the way back past this arrow, because this arrow does in fact mean something, I'll tell you something. This level, there's 2 bonuses in it. I never found either of them as a kid. This is the only level I never completed naturally on my own. I only ended up finding this because I looked it up years later on a video on YouTube. Like, well after the fact. Because you use this cannonball's cannon to actually break this wall. And I believe this is the only time in the game you do this, or at least you can do this like intended. And it pisses me off because it's like, this stopped me from completing it, from 100%ing this game as a kid. But it's such a smart and obvious secret. I don't know how I didn't find it. And I kind of find it funny that Cranky, this is one of the few things that Cranky never mentions. Like, he mentions stuff in Web Woods, but he doesn't mention that bonus room. He mentions, like, a secret blue balloon you can find, but not the bonus. The game, it's like the devs at Rare thought that they made this super obvious and didn't need to make it any more obvious. And that just makes me feel even stupider. Like, God, that's what stopped me from beating this game as a kid? Like, come on. Like, in hindsight, it's like, it makes me feel like, I think I just said this, but it's just like, come on, dude. You're dumb. How did you not find that? I'm curious to see what if anyone else out there is, like, it's like the weirdest things. The reason I never found this as a kid, because the concept of an enemy breaking open the bonus room for me was just like, didn't make any sense to me. Like, I'm supposed to find them, not the enemies, right? But like, I mean, even in the game, in the first game, you can use a baddie to break open a wall for you. So like, it's not like it's that foreign. And funny enough, there's another arrow here. So both bonus rooms are hidden the exact same way. Just this cannon here shoots a cannon. Funny enough, here's the funny thing about this. You're actually too short to get hit by this cannonball. Which means that under normal circumstances, the cannon's only sole like real purpose is to break open this bonus room. Like Squitter may look like his back is a little fat, but his box is pretty lenient. You cannot get hit on the ground by cannon. By the cannonball ones anyways. The barrel ones actually can hurt you because the barrels they shoot are a little bigger, which I found that out as a kid. Another rare symbol, by the way. Cute little thing. This is like, once again, like one of those bonus games. It's like they give you 20 seconds. It's like, if you're smart about it, you barely need like 5. Like you can just shoot a web at the bottom, jump up, shoot another web, and you're good. Like they even shoot you here to show you like, no, Squitter can't be hurt by this. Like, and then one small gap later, there you go. It's the end of the level. You get the letter G, and what you want to do is run past this goal, and you can see green balloon up here, which is pretty cool. I actually thought that was blue balloon. So, as you noticed, we didn't find the DK coin in this level because they put it on this end of target goal, and as you can see, it's really fast. So I'm going to actually concentrate because if you mess this up, you have to redo the whole level. And honestly, this level's not that long. I see people say this level feels like it's one of the longest levels in the game, but like, that's because they're just really slow with Squitter. If you're fast with Squitter, it's actually like not that long at all. Oof. I feel like I was pretty late there. Like, you usually want to shoot a little faster. You want to shoot right on the cusp of the like banana turning to the DK coin. Not when it turns, but right before. Like, you know how, you know, you ever watch that Futurama episode? You gotta lead your shot, you know. Don't shoot where I was, but you should have shot where I was going to be. Ah ha ha ha. Anyways, yeah, you can see we've got big ghost crow and his little mini ghost crows. They're blue. So obviously when you see a bunch of weird color enemies, you want to jump on the one enemy that's not weird colored. Boom, hit that fucker. I just said hit that fucker, whatever. So this level is a bit interesting. It's a lot more, there's a lot more to it than other boss fights. There's like a whole like arena here and everything. There's even a DK barrel here. I think this is the only boss level that has a DK barrel in it. Other than a certain boss that should have DK barrels in it because he's pretty tough, but this is the, basically this is I guess for, you know, I guess I might as well just spoil this. This is the only boss that isn't the final boss that has DK barrels in it. And you jump on the, you know, the normal crow, he spawns a barrel for some weird reason. And you kind of go through this rope maze where eggs are just falling onto you. So here's something that's kind of tricky to actually get to, but if you roll here and jump, I actually missed it, but there's 2 banana coins there. There's a I guess just jump to it. Yeah. You can jump to that. That's a pretty obscure secret. I don't know a lot of people that know that's there, because it's like, it's kind of hard to get to those. Just like this part can be a little tricky to do. I believe you can actually jump on those eggs and they won't hurt you, but like, if you're climbing on the rope, they'll just hurt you no matter what. But yeah, despite how involved this boss fight is, it's not too bad. Just be careful. I believe depending on how... That's right, I forgot about this. There's a very interesting glitch with this boss fight that depending on how you do it, you can actually freeze the game here. I forget entirely how it's done. I believe... Oh, I forget what it is. I don't remember. This. I'll link it in the video because I remember seeing this video and it was like, wow, it's actually a pretty crazy glitch. But yeah. Hey, let's not forget about Swanky. So let's beat this before I finish the episode for the day. Gusty Glade, I don't even remember. 3 Bs. What is the name of the Kremling Island that you're on? Crocodile Isle. Thank God. I love how they put Crocodile Country. And it is alliteration, which is funny. You might actually fake you out, but I mean, if you know it. So I know all these names and shit, but if you ask me how many B's there are, you know, well, I don't know that. I can't count to 3, apparently. Jeez Louise. Anyways, that's it for this part. See you guys later. We got 68%. Ah! So close to 69%. That's sad. Anyways, yeah. Bye-bye. You know, bound chicken wow wow.